Let's try this again. So here we have the faithful 1250 GS. I've got a couple of outputs here for heated jackets. They're wired directly into the battery. I've plans to put on a set of spotlights. This was put on by the dealer for charging the battery, but I've already got the Optimate, which plugs directly into the BMW outlet plug. So what I'm aiming to do is to tidy up all the wiring, make it a bit safer. And with that in mind, I've purchased two boxes of goodies: the Hex EZcam cable kit and the Hex EZcam. Excuse the noise, we're having a fireplace fitted inside. So without further ado, we'll get on with fitting this good boy. In the box you'll receive the instructions, the actual Hex EZcam, its connector, some cabling and some extras. So the first stage in this process is to remove the seats. Underneath you'll see a plug because I've got the heated seats. Squeeze and pull. The seat comes off. Lay that to one side. Make the job simple. Which is a 2022, the tyre pressure monitoring system module has been moved into the screen, the CRT screen. So now we have this blanked off plug at the back, no module connected. So this is what I'm going to use to access the EZcAN. It should be nice and simple. So with cutters, you'll probably see a zip tie wrapped around there. I'm just going to cut that zip tie. And now we have the plug for connecting to the CAN bus. So with the plug pulled out, simply pull out this blanking clip. Yes, I did slacken it off beforehand. Here's the EZcAN laid out with its connector wire that goes to the battery. And then we're going to plug this plug into here. So the EZcAN plugged in like so. And then the blanking plug that I took out, so if I don't drop it, I'm going to put back on this side here, because I'm not actually going to be using this plug at all. If you have the bike with the TPA, the tyre pressure monitoring system at the back, you're going to use both these plugs to make a loop. But since they've modified everything, don't need to do that anymore. And then if you can see, I've put another cable tie down here, and I'm going to cable tie that plug back to where it was. So the lighting's not very good in here. I'll show you when I've got it finished. It just goes through the original fitting. So next I pull the wire through that connects to the battery directly. I actually use this method, which is successful. I use a long cable tie, zip tie, whatever you want to call it. Push through the two eyelets and then threaded it through this section. That's through my bike to here. And then to get it through this small hole here and down, I actually opened up the fuse cage, which is kind of big when it's in one piece, and I was able to squash this through and pull it through. So now it's successfully placed right next to the battery. So now the wire from the EZcAN comes down here, I've got the red live connected to the post and the neutral's connected here. So far nice and simple. I've also dragged out all the cables that I had in before. So for now all I'm hooking up is a couple of heated jackets, and with that in mind I use the cables that came with the Hex Innovate. Simply splice in these plugs. I cut off the old fuse because the Hex is basically a fuse, and spliced in these using some of these easy hot air gun solder joints. Nice and simple. So then you end up with this type of system. Down to the jacket plug. Now for those of you wanting to go at the expense of a sound bomb because you've got the Hex, I wouldn't bother. I simply got a FIAMM horn from Amazon. That's just to show you the alternative horn that I used. It's a FIAMM, and I'll post a link on the web page as to which one it is. As it shows there, it's an easy fit and it makes a good noise. Want to hear the horn now? So now everything is connected. I've got the red and the blue, which are the heated jackets. I do not want to control them through the heated grips because I use heated gloves, and I don't want to discharge the battery any more than I need to by having the grips and the gloves on at the same time. So this gives me an option. So what I'm doing is I'm programming them as auxiliary ignition supply, accessory ignition supply. You shall see there in green. Click on the fuse. I changed it to 10 amps, which is the correct ampage for the jacket and the gloves. I think it's 6.8 and 2 point odd, so it comes to a total of about 9 amps in total. So that's my red circuit and my blue circuit. I can also program a timeout. I'm not too bothered about a timeout, but it's pre-programmed to 9 seconds. So that's the programming done.